It's great to see how much female leadership there is.
Yes, yeah, so actually
I know it
this
hasn't
year-
always been that way.
No, it hasn't, and it is definitely something that has been a topic of discussion this past year. The Corps of Cadets, it's 20% women.
Wow, is that just because a lot of women don't apply, or
Yep.
it doesn't seem like maybe a path that would be possible?
Yeah, I believe as we present it a lot more attractive to men. We have a lot of Eagle Scouts here, a lot of people who like to be outdoors, like to be in the woods, love to run, love to shoot weapons.
And there's so many women like that, but we don't see them on television or movies.
Exactly. I don't think West Point has mastered reaching out to them, but it's a difficult balance that we have to focus on the people who are here and developing them, but also reaching out to the future populations.
For sure, because this is how we develop different kinds of leadership.
Exactly.
Is really appealing to people who don't see themselves in these roles because it's not represented to them.
I get this question a lot, what is the difference between being a woman or being a man at West Point? From the perspective of a woman, I would say it's a lot more similar than people may think. Yes, I'm a woman, but we're teammates at the end of the day. First and foremost, we're future officers, and really adhering to that identity above all makes the gender difference diminish significantly.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Hello, how are you?
It's a lot less crowded in here. And less noisy. Now I can hear you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, this is great. Well, I appreciate your time to talk a little bit about, what your experiences have been here. And I would love to hear sort of what you thought it would be versus what it really is.
What I expected coming here was cadets who were kind of robotic. And then I met people in the military and it was like the complete opposite, which is why I think it's so important that we do things like this and people are educated on women in the military. Right, we're so normal. We were
People, right?
But I remember telling my dad the day I wanted to go to West Point and he looked at me and he's like, you go to West Point in the military? And I was like, yes.
Not just you.
Like, you guys have had experiences that no one will ever understand, and you share that with each other. Can you speak a little bit about what that's like?
So Lex and I actually did summer training together our sophomore year.
Okay.
And just imagine being stuck in the rain basically for 24 hours, endless of days. And then you just of course you can't just look at each other and laugh through it all. And that's what I think West Point really brings out. It's just that we go through different trainings and we go through hardships, but you look to your left and your right and you have your battle buddies next to you, and that's how you bond.
Absolutely. The whole idea is that this West Point breaks you down to build you back up together. And that really just forms that bond that Bailey and Nettie are talking about.
In this culture and day and age, we're expected to be awarded for the things we're good at and not told anything we're bad at. And so I'm kind of curious, has there been anything that's been a big obstacle for you, a failure that's really defined you through this experience?
So during the initial summer training, we have this thing called so it's land navigation. They give you a coordinate point somewhere in the woods. You'll find it, and I got lost all the time. Could never find myself at all. I'd take 10 steps and immediately just lose my bearings completely. But I mean, that's part of the thing is I showed up to West Point expecting everyone to be super perfect, 6'6", super strong, buff, super smart. That's what I learned. I show up to West Point and I find out that not only do I notice that not everyone is perfect, but I also realize that I'm also not perfect. But I think that in finding those imperfections about each other, you appreciate what people are good at and you appreciate how they can complement you. And the Army is a team. So it's people don't come here able to do every job in in the Army, or else we'd be set. But we find out what we're good at and we come together and solve things together. So I found teammates that were good at land nav. They helped me get through summer training. So that's why I'm still here. So.
They found you.
Yeah, they did find me.
We all suck to a degree in something together, and it's just about helping each other out.
My favorite saying is cooperate to graduate. So we're all in this together, that's for sure.
That's great. Well, to think about non-traditional experiences and what's different than the civilian colleges, I'm just so curious. What's it like to date at West Point?
Good dating.
It's not 50-50 men and women, so I mean,
No.
Is that difficult or challenging or?
Not hard for us.
We get the cream of the crop.
The guys are curiously quiet.
They're
We really didn't think we were gonna have to answer this.
Not the direction I thought this was going to go. It is difficult to date, though, when there's the distance and time commitment involved with everything here.
I think the most difficult aspect is keeping that, because our personal and professional lives are one. While we're here, right? We don't have a separate home. We go we go to after class.
Right.
So it is keeping that idea of like professionalism within your relationship. So you can't walk and hold hands. You know, when you're in
You're
uniform.
not allowed to walk and hold hands.
No, you can like grab your significant other like so.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So you can't kiss or make out or no PDA.
No making out, no googly eyes.
Okay.
Our relationship's not grounded in this idea of like
Physical
touch.
You have to make connections and things other than kissing. I mean, because you can't do it, and not to say that most relationships are based off of that, but you talk about different things and you have discussions about the struggles that you're dealing with, which are a lot bigger than I'm annoyed that you didn't do this when I did that. Those are just not the conversations that I'm having.
Well, it would lead to a deeper experience, I think. But you're engaged. This is so exciting.
Yeah. My fiance is younger than me, so technically I'm in charge of him. One thing with dating that's difficult, and maybe you
tell
guys
me.
can speak to this too, is maintaining being a woman. And that womanhood in high school was all about what I was wearing and how I looked and how poppin' I was for school. But it has to be. I mean, now you don't have that option. We're wearing this every day, and this is not the most attractive for women to be in.
The biggest transition I think in my social setting with like my girlfriends in high school versus now is like how we talk about other men and women. So it used to be like kind of surface level what they look like, and it was petty, like I'll admit to that. And now when you talk about other cadets, it's typically like it's about their physical fitness, like what they bring to the table, not what they look like, which is their personality, how they lead.
Yeah, beauty definitely comes from the mind. I think that's definitely how women here define beauty.
Thank you so much for sharing today. I'm just really thankful for your leadership. I'm excited to see what each and every one of you is going to do.
Awesome. Thanks, ma'am.